Hey, hey, hey,
Hey,
hey,
hey,
hey,
hey, hey, hey. What? Dub. Man, Coach, what was you saying about that?
I want to make sure everybody understands. If we want to talk about a guy to put you on his back today, Dak Prescott put the team on his back today. His offensive line was not protecting well. He couldn't really block on the run game. He had guys. He just willed this team to win by using his legs, scramble plays, putting the ball on the money, missed very few throws, and he did his job. On the other side, when we talk about Herbert is a top 10, top 5 quarterback, he had overthrows, a pick over that, but Dak put this team on his back and did what he's supposed to do, even with adversity, and won this game. Very efficient game, and he did it being the old Dak by using his leg. Great job, Dak Prescott.
All right, man. We got OC in the building. OC, what's on your mind, bro?
Well, man, it was a good, solid win by the Cowboys, man. Way to bounce back and not get on a losing streak. There's a lot of elements to this game that I like to talk about. I'll save that till when we get live. But look, the Cowboys did what they had to do and got a big win versus the San Diego Chargers, man. So good job by them. A lot to learn from, and we'll get into it.
All right, man, let's go crazy.
hey, 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 hey.
Go crazy.
Yeah.
Got picked twice a day, my type of 2 a day. Woke up with no plans, what I'ma do today. These are not the same, I got new shoes today. My baby missed me, wishing it was two of me. And I'm like, if I'm not doing what's the real deal. I've been up and down Pharaoh. Pharaoh, bro, he did a real kill. Off the liquor and some
Let's go.
I've been at it since a church. Work. Told her baby, make it twerk.
Yeah.
Go crazy. Go crazy. Bro, pass me the rock. I've been moving out the box. Top speed going top. 101 going pop. Getting hot. In the paint, never flop. At the rim like who? Get the crown like Braun. Make it some and I'm spending some. What's the plan? Bet I get it done. It's me, yeah, neighborhood. It's me, yeah, give me some. Wifey icy, yeah, freeze up. New friends, I don't need them. Checks coming by the spins. Kids eating off the reruns. If I'm not doing what's the real deal. I've been up and down Pharaoh. Pharaoh, bro, you did a real kill. Off the liquor and some pills. I've been at it since a church. Work. Told her baby, make it twerk. Go crazy. Go crazy.
Hey, Keystone.
What's up?
We only got 4 windows. I didn't build a fit. So we go have to because we don't have enough windows. All right, but here we go, man. All right, so we kicking off the watch party. All right, so OC, what's on your mind?
Yeah, man. Well, look, huge big win by the Cowboys, man. Dak Prescott is getting back to being what Dak Prescott can be. I feel like that the broken plays really show that he still is a mobile, very good quarterback that can make plays down the football field. And he had to do that today for us to win this game. The defense did enough, man. They did what they had to do. Overall, very solid against the run. Justin Herbert, man, still is electric, man. Even with the broken middle finger on his off-thrown hand, man, he can throw the football, man. But, hey, we held up. We did what we had to do. We limited the offense, and we came up with a big win. Michael Parsons with a huge sack late in the game. Look, hey, we just, took care of the business at hand. And look, at the end of the day, man, this is a good rebound win for the Dallas Cowboys. And this is something they can build upon. But most importantly, Boss Cowboy, in my opinion, this is something that Mike McCarthy needs to build upon, because Mike McCarthy needs to really begin to find himself as an offensive coordinator. If he finds himself and he begins to take the governor off of Dak Prescott, then the Cowboys will get back to being explosive and pretty prolific offensively. I feel like that in San Francisco in early part of this season, he really had the governor. And let me explain a governor. A governor is something that if you have a fast foreign car, before they ship it to the United States, they put something called a governor on it. And it limits how fast that car can go, so it can comply with the speed limits in the U.S. He needs to take the governor off of Dak Prescott, let him throw the football around, let him make plays, let him be the Pro Bowl caliber quarterback that he has been, and in my opinion, that he still is, okay? And look, Mike McCarthy needs to find himself, and I hope this is a step in the right direction of Mike McCarthy.
Man. Yeah, so I'm going to go around the circle and just ask this question. I'm going to start with you again, OC.
Yep.
Who won today out of Mike McCarthy and Kellen Moore?
In my opinion, Kellen Moore. Because he schemed a lot of plays that his receivers, man, they won on routes. He called overall, in my opinion, a good game. You know, I think that, hey, they missed some plays for Kellen Moore, to be honest. I think that the difference in this game was Dak Prescott's ability to make plays and improvise outside of the pocket and make off-platform throws, as you would call them, Boss Cowboy, throws running where he had to throw the football and he had to win with his legs. I think that was the difference in the game. I don't think the difference in the game was Mike McCarthy's play calling. I think it was Dak Prescott.
Mm-hmm.
Me? Oh, it's on me now? Oh. I feel the same way. I think a lot of the broken plays, I think Herbert hurt Kellen, because there was about 3 or 4 guys that was running wide open that Herbert just overthrew the guy by miles. And then you had very few drops. I mean, he missed on a lot of throws. So, again, I feel that we did what we need to do. As I said, I agree with OC that Dak Prescott was the 2016 Dak Prescott. He moved around, he used his legs, he made people fearful of his legs, and when guys got open, his head was open to find his guys. CeeDee Lamb, find Tony Pollard, and he let them get it. But I think it helped him out a lot after he ran that first touchdown. That guys, when he came out of that pocket running, they had to respect him and run the ball, and guys came open, and he got him. The guys did a good job. But I'm gonna ask OC this. Can I ask OC something?
Of course.
The offensive line play to me was horrible. They got blown up in every run play that it was. If it wasn't for Dak Prescott and his legs today and improvising, it would have been a sad day for the Cowboys. Tyler Smith, Zach Martin, all of them. When you watch this film, you're going to say they got dominated up front.
Yeah, so, to your point, Coach, listen, our offensive line is a combination of injured players and old players at this point, and with one good player being Tyler Smith. We talked about this before. Well, at least me and Boss Cowboy did. Tyron Smith is aging, man. He got bull rushed back into the quarterback on a critical third down. You saw several times where Terrence Steele just got completely overpowered. He's a guy that, again, is, to me, a great player. But, man, this guy doesn't have the strength and the ability to sit down in the way that he needs to be able to sit down against power. And I said this way back at the end of training camp when talking about Terrence Steele. Zach Martin looked just a step too slow, getting beat around on some blocks. And, look, I mean, everybody took turns to get beat. They didn't play well. They let Dak Prescott down in pass pro, which is why he had to improvise and make plays on the run. And they wasn't very effective at getting a bunch of push on the front of that San Diego Chargers front seven. And who else can I say? Yeah, Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith just missed some blocks on some blitz run-throughs by their middle linebacker, man, and it really cost the Cowboys, to take some tackles for losses. So, yeah, man, this is a group that's aging and are injured. To me, with one really good player in Tyler Smith and one other solid player in Tyler Biadasz. Other than that, man, the Cowboys, they are what they are, which is the other reason to my point that Mike McCarthy needs to take the governor off of Dak Prescott and allow him to make some plays downfield and be more dynamic. Because that's going to be really as you face great teams. And you saw last week with all the pressure against Dak Prescott. So this is not the first week we see this happening. You're going to see that happen more, and you're going to have to take the governor off and let Dak Prescott be a little bit more dynamic. That's my opinion.
I can dig it.
We go ahead.
I can dig it. All great points. There were times, like y'all said, I saw some of our coveted, beloved linemen just simply getting pushed off the ball. Inexcusable. But nonetheless, Dak tapped back into, I'm going to go back even further than 2016. Dak started to resemble Mississippi State Dak tonight. And I said early on it was going to be imperative with the vanilla, mundane offense that Mike McCarthy has installed and is calling. Dak Prescott is going to have to basically CYA for Mike. And he did that tonight. 21 of 30 for 272. And guess what? I'm going to go ahead and spoil it and say it early. Dak is my star for the offense this week. Because not only did he throw for almost 300 yards, he led your team in rushing as well with 40 yards.
Lord.
Dak went crazy today. But see, I need to run something by you, bro. What is going on with the targeting of Michael Gallup over Brandon Cooks? Because Michael Gallup, he did okay. But the little bit that we begin to target Brandon Cooks, offense start taking off. Like, why are they treating Brandon Cooks like the number? We already know the answer. But why are they treating Brandon Cooks like the number 3 when he the number 2? And why are they treating Michael Gallup like he the number 1, number 2 when he the number 3, number 4? Can you explain that mystery?
Yeah, it's Cream, baby. Cash rules everything around me. Cream get the money because he's being paid the most money. You know how this goes in Dallas, man. They paid the man a guaranteed $40-50 million. They don't care about that torn ACL that he can't get separation at this point in his career. They care about we gotta make this make sense. We gotta pay to get this man the football. This is what we gotta do. Brandon Cooks, who is he? He's a journeyman. He's on a 2-year deal, man. Who cares if we below $10 million? But we came below 40 or 50. We got to try to force feed the ball to Michael Gallup, even if you're really not getting open the way he used to. So, I mean, this is what it is. But here's the greater question that nobody is talking about. Why are we not targeting freaking CeeDee Lamb? What in that crap is wrong with Mike McCarthy? Why are you not scheming plays for CeeDee Lamb? CeeDee Lamb should get 10 targets a game. What's wrong with you, bro?
We know
because he had an impactful game. He had an impactful game today, okay? And you see how impactful he is when you get the ball in his hand, which begs the question, why don't you treat a number 1 like a number 1? You know what? We had this same discussion talking about Kellen Moore last year and the year before, and then Mike McCarthy comes and repeats the same heinous sins and crimes and don't give your guy CeeDee Lamb. What are you thinking, man? He's one of the best receivers in the league, man. He didn't have to beg and fight and argue with Dak Prescott on the sideline to get passes because of you, Mike McCarthy. This is on you.
Ooh. OCB and messy as hell.
We got 2 super chats. Let me take these super chats real quick. right, so we got 2 super chats, man. So the first one came in from B Bird. He said, CD 7 targets, 7 receptions. Before Gallup. And Gallup had 10 targets, 3 receptions.
Oh, and the BC was Brandon Cooks, 4 for 4. Boy, Brandon Cooks was Mr. Wendy's today. 4 for 4.
4 for 4 meal. But we try to make like this hard. L, see, when I be talking about that politics.
Yeah, that's why. And guess what? Not going back to last week, but that's why you said you gave credit to San Fran because they don't play politics.
Nope.
If you ball, you play.
Yep.
Period.
Yep.
Even if you got talent and upside, because you know we love in Dallas, we love talent and upside.
We love it.
But seeing San Fran, they going for right now.
Yeah, and that
Who's
makes
the
a
hot
culture
hand?
difference. Like this should have been a bigger win than what it was, to be honest.
Blowout material.
Well, yeah, but it's good that we had to play a tough game, man. That's a good thing, man. But listen, Pete, I can't understand why Gallup is getting so many targets. And let me give y'all some update on Gallup in his contract. They got an out after this year. All this guaranteed money gone. They set it up for third year. They got an out. So if they want to get off of him, they can get off of him easily without having a big cap hit. Because he took a early out because he signed the contract because he was hurt when he came into a contract. I can't understand if you got an out on a guy and the guy that you got Cooks making more money per year than you making up Gallup. What in the world are we thinking about? Again, I'm going to say this. It's not all of goddamn McCarthy. I believe you can say that Mike McCarthy, whatever, but the guy that got the ball in his hand, and I'm not just claiming Dak on this because he played a great game, but the guy that got the ball in his hand should know that I'm having better success throwing the ball than these other 2 guys, and after 5 targets, he only got 1 catch. I'm going to the guys that I'm 100% with. I got the ball. When the ball was snapped, I got it in my hand. So where are you going?
Yes, sir.
Dak need to break some rules. Okay, let's just say it honest. Let's just be honest. Dak, you been a little bit too company, man. For real. Like, check out the look at the super chat, man. This is a dope super chat. My boy say, I really feel like front office has their hands on Gallup targets.
If they do, listen here. I'm gonna say this for y'all, and this is no lie. If that is the case, if we know we see it all the way. If that's the case, man, got about 10% chance to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's about 10%. And coach, that's the case. Coach, it's the case.
Ain't gonna work.
Coach, it's the case, coach. It's the case. We've been seeing it since Dez. We saw this happen to Dez. We saw this happen to Amari. Now we seeing it happen. How did your number 3 get more targets than your number 1, OC? OC, explain it. Explain it, OC.
And look, Coach, you bring all good points about the current contract status, but go back and look at how much money they paid Michael Gallup already. And see, that's the key factor. So you know that Stephen Jones is a penny pension Scrooge. You know he's like Scrooge. You understand this, right? So at the end of the day, they're like, we don't get this money back on our investment. We done paid this boy a lot of money. We didn't stay with him. We didn't believe in him. We gonna really get this boy the ball. And this is the kind of nonsense that we deal with. But here's the greater thing. Here's the greater thing out of all this. It is Mike McCarthy's ability to play common sense football and give the best football players the ball. And the 2 best receivers on your team, no offense to anybody, okay? No offense, man. It is Carr and it is CeeDee Lamb.
Yep.
Those guys have to be the 1 and 2s in that order. And so everything else is just complimentary football or check downs, or if those guys are double covered, we throw you the football then. And this, to me, again, is a tale of two offensive coordinators, right? So on one hand, I'm going to go a little bit deeper. On one hand, you had Kellen Moore, who believed in Dak Prescott, and he put too much on Dak Prescott. Too much. Okay, but the good thing is that Kellen Moore believed in Dak Prescott, and he allowed him to make all these downfield throws and route combinations and whatever else, option routes, everything else he wanted to do. Now on the other side, you have Mike McCarthy, who really is acting like Dak Prescott is a rookie, and he doesn't fully believe in Dak Prescott. That he has apprehensions about fully letting Dak Prescott go and letting him do his thing. And that is hurting the offense and hurting this team. So at the end of the day, we need to bring this thing to balance. This thing needs to be to balance. And right now, this thing is not at balance. And if this thing gets balanced and Mike McCarthy can get in a rhythm, because Mike McCarthy, look how he looked right there. He looked frustrated. That's what, like, he's trying to find himself. Mike McCarthy needs to find himself. If he finds himself, this offense takes off.
Oh,
well,
see,
I do want to say something real quick, Coach. Okay. I'm going to come right back to you. I also want to say that, to me, Mike McCarthy won over Kellen today. He did. Especially at the end. Because what we saw at the end, and I said right at the end, I said, I need a long drive out of you offense.
Yep.
Didn't I say that? Yeah.
We did. We both did.
Yeah,
I wanted it. I'd have preferred us to not even give them the ball back.
Yeah, but see, Kellen Moore wouldn't have did that. Like I know where you coming from, OC, in terms of creativity. Yeah, Kellen Moore was doing smart stuff in the red zone to create space. You know, that play that he did to Allen on that where he caught what's your boy name? Jordan Lewis. Being lazy, he got him. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, he was finding the small leverage to get the points in the red zone. So I see your point. But in terms of clock management, resting the D, I saw the complimentary out of Mike McCarthy. I still do think he's rusty. And I do agree that Dak, I want to say this too. Then I'm going to go back to Coach. Like, I hate to say that quarterbacks carry teams. But today, Dak carried this team, bro. Like, for real. Dog, if it was ever a day to where a quarterback won the whole game, it was this one, for real. Like, Dak was having to improvise so much. It was, most of his big plays came on broken plays.
And you know what, Boss? You remember early in the show when I posed that question about if you find yourself at a crossroad, scheme versus QB,
right?
A lot of what Bobby Belt and Brian Broaddus said is the reason they feel that this scheme does not fit Dak is because it's a rigid scheme. It's West Coast. It's based on timing, steps, footwork, being at this location at this time at this depth. Dak reading. If you see this, then you do this. Everything it's like a well-oiled machine. The timing has to be perfect. If it's off, you're gonna throw a rod. Dak thrives off of being able to improv, and that kind of goes a little bit against the principles of the West Coast. So today you saw when the West Coast did break down, or they had an answer for it, the improv is ultimately what rose up to the top. What's y'all's thoughts?
I love what you're saying.
I got a thought about that, and I think you bring up an excellent point. But here's my problem with the whole West Coast. The supposed West Coast offensive
Texas Coast.
This is like Dallas Coast, because we haven't seen Dak Prescott back foot hit the ground and the ball come out all year. That's pure timing. That's pure West Coast. We haven't seen that. We've seen Dak hit the ball, catch the ball, read, throw, read, run, read. Okay, red too long, get sacked. So again, a part of this is you can say it's Dak Prescott. Okay, that's fine. You can lay some blame at his feet. But again, a part of this stuff is McCarthy. Because if you are going to be a true timing offense, then you have to be truly timing. That means that on a 3-step, the ball comes out immediately. That means that on a 7-step, the ball comes out immediately. That means on a 9-step, the ball is coming out quick. Because that is ultimate timing of a West Coast. And we haven't really seen that. That's what I'm saying.
Hey.
So OC, real quick, do you think it's the imperfections in the design? Do you think it's poor execution, or do you think it's Dak just not trusting it?
I think it's a combination of all three. Now, I think that on a 3rd down in the game, that we came up short. We lined up and spread, and we ran all hitches. We ran 4 hitches, but we were short of the sticks. So we didn't have an appropriate, and Coach Marv knows what I'm talking about. That's why he's laughing. Because look, you didn't have an appropriate route combination to get you to the sticks. You ran stops that was 3 yards short of the sticks. That's the play call. And then if you are running timing routes and you are timing and you want to treat, I hate to say this, but this is the truth. You want to treat Michael Gallup like he old school Johnny Taylor that played for the San Fran, where that Johnny Taylor got open. He got open by 2 or 3 steps. Michael Gallup is not getting open by 2 or 3 steps. And so Dak Prescott is supposed to throw that ball into a tight window to Michael Gallup, but he ain't Johnny Taylor. And he see this DB draped all over Gallup's back, and he pat that ball. He's like, no, I'm not throwing it. It's about to be a pick. Because Dak is responsible with the football. So I'm saying it's a combination of all those things.
It's on me now?
Yeah.
It's on me?
You on you, Coach.
Go ahead, Coach. Take off.
This ain't no damn West Coast offense. This is the same offense we had last year.
Thank you, Coach.
I don't know. Listen, there is nothing different about this offense than was last year. This is not a West. All that West Coast he talking about. He did change this year. He said he changed 30%, and I thought he was lying. No, he changed 25%. He didn't do a damn thing in the offseason to put anything in. He just took the damn offense that was done, and he said he'll call it better.
Hey, Coach Marv, man. Look,
we got the same questions we had 2 years ago. We got the exact same questions we got last year. The same button hooks we got 2 years ago we thought would be gone, but in front of the stick. Catch this here. And it's not a recipe for success for this whole season if Dak got to improvise and do all this to make plays, because that is a product of destruction. Because when you get a great team, when you try to do all that improvising and you don't make the game easier for your quarterback, it's going to blow up in your damn face.
Boy, y'all cooking.
And then this here, the last thing that Aaron Rodgers said when they get rid of his ass in goddamn Green Bay, they say he was going to get massages and not doing his work and putting in an offense that was creative enough. And he came and took the same playbook and turned it over and said, oh, I'm running the offense now, ain't do jack. So that's why you got to be in the office all week long, 12 hours, because now you're trying to change something.
Say it, Coach. Say it, Coach. Say it, Coach. Say it, Coach. So, question, hold on, OC.
This is what they have been running for the last 8 years. And
let me ask you. I've been itching to ask this question all week. To what Coach just said, we saw the reports after the San Fran loss. Mike McCarthy was going to be in the office. He said he wasn't leaving, and he asked his coaches to stay. Right, but later on in the week, right, when they were talking about the offense and the productivity over the course of the last couple of weeks, lack of production, whatever you want to call it, Mike McCarthy caught wind of what they were saying, and as he was explaining, his frustrations with what's going on so far, he basically said, we're not changing a whole lot. So my question is, hold on. So my question is, if you're not changing a lot, what the hell you doing spending the night at the office, dog?
Man, that man is full of shit.
Coach, listen, it's real.
We got some super chats, y'all. Hold on real quick, y'all. We got some super chats. Coach, we got some super chats.
And he got the same offense.
All right. So he said, why don't we run on the outside? We do inside traps, but pull guards and tight ends that miss the linebacker.
We asked that question last year at the same time. So
hold on, coach. The play was there. Tight end was open down the seam. Gallup is done. Then we got us another super chat, and he said, I want to see some no huddle mixed in.
Hey, hold up. Let me get it about Gallup. I wanted to say this about Gallup.
I got one more super chat, Coach. I got one more super chat.
Go ahead.
He said, gotta put a cap on Mike McCarthy favors versus Kellen Moore. Though it was Gallup, Mike McCarthy did get him open, and used Tyler Poner on a mismatch in the clutch. I agree with that. There were some drops and missed throws, however, 4 overcame. I think that's a fair super chat. What was you gonna say? And then I got something I've been holding on to.
I know what they're gonna say about Mike Gallup. They're gonna say, well, the coverage dictated the ball to go to him because he got one-on-one coverage. Damn reason why he got one-on-one coverage. Because they know he can't break one-on-one coverage. So if that's the case, there's a guy out there that can win sometime and get separation that you don't have to scheme. The guy that's a third wide receiver can't be a scheme guy. He got to be a guy that can beat one-on-one coverage because that's what he's going to get most of the damn time.
Ooh. I think I figured it out, y'all. I think I figured it out. I'm going to run this.
What you got, Perry?
I'm dead serious. I think I figured it out. The whole time we've been blaming Scott Linehan, Kellen Moore,
Jason Garrett. Ooh! All right, y'all. It's been a pleasure. I appreciate you for watching the Watch Party and Post Game Show. If the stream happens to cut out, it's been a blessing to be with y'all. I'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Go ahead, boss.
Played, bro. We got played. I'm just being honest. We got played. When you seeing the same things you've been seeing through multiple.
What's the common denominator?
The common denominator is front office.
Oh.
It's them. See, we had a war of Mike McCarthy versus Kellen Moore, and the whole time it was the bosses that was dictating who the targets was gonna go to. See. Remember Cole Beasley said it. He said front office dictates who they want to get the ball. You would think, shut up. Come on, Cole.
So that's why dog coaches don't work in Dallas.
Yeah, and that's why everybody is really a Trojan horse at the end of the day. Everybody, even Mike McCarthy. Oh, it's so sad to come to the reality that you've been living.
So
in
that's the reason we got Big Mike over Sean Payton.
Dog, dog. I'm just keeping it real. What I'm seeing, like with the over targeting of Gallup, and then you got Cooks 4-4. You got CeeDee Lamb 7-7, but we steadily forcing it to a guy who was hardly getting the separation, and it was obvious. Dropped the touchdown. And all of us in our own common sense would always say,
guess what,
CeeDee Lamb is your number 1 and Cook is your number 2. We knew that before the season started, and then we going into these games and they not doing that. OC, what's up?
Guess what, boss?
Boss, let me ask a quick question. Has CeeDee Lamb got paid?
No. Yeah, that's what it is.
Next man is always the best man.
We've seen this before, haven't we, Boss Cowboy? We've
several times,
this in years past. The shout out to Landlord, Alabama. The nefarious activities of our front office to limit the number 1 receiver as a negotiation plug, not to have to guarantee him $100 million. Oh, we've seen this type of activity before.
Yep.
Haven't we?
And CD was cooking. He was cooking. OC. CD Lamb was cooking. And Gallup got all the targets.
For nothing.
So
For nothing.
So what y'all saying is the plug. If you looking to get paid, what you saying is the plug is gonna limit your supply.
That's what we saying.
100.
That's exactly
That's
what we
say.
Coach, how you feeling, Coach? How you feeling about us right now? You still hopeful?
If we are correct on this, you just watching the game.
I'm telling you, Coach.
There's no damn way in the hell that you can have that type of philosophy and win a Super Bowl. I can tell you that. That's not gonna happen.
That's real talk. 10% chance. It's a 10% chance or 5%.
Know who I feel bad for? Because that's a product for destruction for Dak Prescott.
Yep.
Well, yeah, he did good this game. But if you put that type of pressure on him to always improvise, to overcome your play calling, overcome
it's only gonna last so long.
Office, he is not gonna be successful. If he go 500 out of 10 times, if he's successful 5 and he falls found his face 5, that's great. But he's not gonna go and in your biggest moment, in your biggest game, that flaw is going to shine so bright that it's going to blind everybody, and everybody's going to think that Dak Prescott is trash. That's what it's going to do.
Coach, I'm going to say something. There's only one solution to this problem. And shout out to our host, Boss Cowboy, who uncovered this a couple years ago now. When we had Amari Cooper and when we were in the Eagles game and when they were calling the same route and Amari tried to get Dak to change the play. Dak was like, just call the play. Just run the play, man. Just run the play. Just run the play. And then all of a sudden, Dak had an epiphany. Dak had a moment of courage. And Dak said, you know what, screw that, man. Hey, check. He changed the play. He changed the play, and they scored the touchdown. The only way that Dak Prescott. So now, look, I still believe Dak Prescott is one of the best, if not, I would say, I still think Dak is probably the best quarterback in the NFC. I don't care what your tweets say on X or whatever, but I'm going to tell you this. The only way that Dak Prescott is going to protect his livelihood and his generational wealth legacy, Dak, you got to turn it to a G. Dak, you got to go G. Dak, you got to go thug. You got to go Mississippi thug, and you got to fight with these coaches, and you got to be like, you know what, screw that. I'm checking the play. CD, it's me and you, baby. It's me and you. Check. I'm coming to you. CD, catch this ball. Catch this ball, bro. And you know what CD go do? CD go, yeah, all right, bro. And CD go come down with that rock. Hey, check, Car, I'm coming to you on the go. All right, set him up like you're running the post, and then hit him with that go. Hit him with that stick, and then, hey, let's get up, beat him. Guess what? We about to win some ball games. I'm checking these plays. I don't like what I'm seeing. I'm checking.
That is, hold on, Coach. That's the answer. Hold on, Coach. Okay. That's the answer. That's it right there.
That's what he got to do. That's what he got to do.
Like, that got to break rules, bro. It is what it is. Like, you got to be like, bro, forget that, bro. Because, see, remember when we had Terrence Williams, bro? We had Terrence Williams, West Coast booked Terrence Williams. We interviewed him, and he said the thing that I liked about Romo is Romo would change out of them dumb plays from the coaches off script. And see, that got to do that.
And he practiced that too.
Just keeping it and he practiced
that too.
Yes, they practiced that. They had their own signals. Dak, you got to break that, bro. It's up to you, Dak. Go ahead, Coach.
That's a damn that moment.
But he needs one bit of stuff there's one group he needs to really talk to so offensive he can do those type of things. He needs to get those guys and say, hey, let's go out to them and say, listen, that junk y'all putting on film ain't gonna work, buddy. Cannot operate. Whenever I want to go rogue, can't go rogue if y'all getting blowed up. TP got to work too. And we got to be able to dominate up front. And then I can go rogue, because what is going to happen is he may not make it through the season if we get to a good team that says, hey, we're going to make them hold the ball because we're going to kill them up front. But like I said, you are right. I said that in the game. Dak has to go down that road that says, I've been in this league long enough. But he has to understand, when they watch that film, you got to be critical. And you got to call a spade a spade. And even though we won and got it, he got to call a spade and say, y'all 5 guys up there, y'all ain't doing what y'all supposed to do.
And I'm gonna say something else to your point, and then I'm kicking it right to you, Am. Here's the thing, man. Dak Prescott even got some control over the protections. All right? Because Dak Prescott can check and protect. Dak Prescott can, hey, man, I'm rolling right. Hey, slide left. He can change the protection. He also can call max and make that running back step up and block left or right. He also has the ability to motion out of this offense, how they set things up, motion the H and leave him in as a blocker. So Dak has some control. Dak has to be willing to fight these coaches and be like, screw that. I am not calling that play. I'm going for mine. I'm throwing 4,000 yards. I don't care what you say. I'm going to throw for 37 touchdowns. I don't care what you say. And you know what? If you want to fire me, fire me. If somebody else will pay me $200 million. And that's what the deal is, because I'm supposed to check these plays and we supposed to try to run up the score. That's what we about to do. And he needs to make that clear. And then, you know what? You know what's so crazy and unhealthy about the Dallas Cowboys organization? They would actually laugh, love him, and respect him for doing. They would say, that Dak Prescott, he really let his balls drop. That Dak Prescott, he's fed up. He's not taking it anymore. And we love it. We love it. They would make a freaking marketing campaign out of it and run up the score.
Put the hoodie on. Put the hoodie on.
Yeah, if he does, if he goes solo roll like that, if I'm going to go for 4,000, 5,000 yards, I'm going to go roll, we won't even make playoffs.
We got us a question. He said, boss, quick question. Did we see better linebacker play today? Oh, we got to give a special shout out to the Bell. Everybody got to give
that boy was ringing bells today.
That boy Bell, we
Bell,
did see.
Thank you, Bell.
Yeah, we saw some better play tonight.
Yep.
Bell.
I ain't seen no slow motion either.
Oh, see, what was
your
thoughts
said
on
this
Bell?
about 3 weeks. I said this about 3 weeks ago, man. I said Bell is playing the best is the best player at linebacker all year, and he proved it out this game, man. He's phenomenal, man. I mean, he's quick in the box. He reads. He doesn't take false steps. He gets there. He makes solid tackles, man. No, he doesn't weigh 240 pounds. No, he's only 218, 215. But you know what? He's a grown man, and he's a really good football player. He's the best linebacker we got on this team.
That's sad. What's your thoughts on that?
OC, you just spoke way over everybody's head, sir.
Hold on,
you talking about false steps?
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go. Elp, I got you. Go ahead, Coach. Then we got you.
He's gonna be the second bet. Because I know the guy was on the street, but one thing he does is play downhill. And if Evans get in the game, he's gonna show you downhill and bring him with everybody to run game. And then I'm going to have people getting punished. But I would say this about Clark. I was high on Clark. But I have and I've been on LVE since for a long time. I have no need for a guy in the middle of my defense, a linebacker, that can't come down here and hit somebody. If you hugging somebody, all through my coaching career, linebackers in the middle that hug people did not play for me. If they were coverage guys, they played safety. They didn't play linebacker. Bell told us a guy that came up and hit people. If Bell doesn't come up and make a good hit on Eckler over there like a linebacker did and stop that touchdown, hey, they would have had scored before that even play got to fourth down. That's how a linebacker play. And Evans, I know if he was watching this game from the sideline, he's going to celebrate tonight because he's going to say, man, I can play on this defense and I can make some hits. If they got to get a guy to play safety, they can come up here. I know I can come up and make some hits because Clark, I don't know if you're scared about your neck and you don't want to get out there and bruise, but if that's the case, then you need to find another league and say, hey, man, I'm not going to be the player I want to be because I'm hesitant. Because that's what I see out of him now. I don't see LSU.
So, another point I wanted to bring out that Broadus and Belt talked about, they broke down separation and success rate amongst your top 3 receivers. I'm going to cut to the chase. You already know who was at the bottom of that list of 3.
Oh, man.
Right? It's no question. So, looking at the whole picture, right? Gentlemen and Cowboys fans, do y'all really trust a gentleman to be your play caller who hasn't actively called plays since 2018? I'll let y'all go.
You fucked it up. You fucked it.
Calling plays, man. He calling the same damn plays he called for 4 years. He ain't did nothing, man. He didn't change nothing.
Well, listen, you know, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. The proof is in the pudding, man. You see what's going on here. We line up in trips, mostly trips.
Yep.
We line up in some spread. We line up in 2 tights. Then wait a second. Wait for it, coach. Then we line up in trips again. Then we go to 2 tight. Then we line up the trips again to the same side. So look, man. Listen, man. I mean, this thing is not easy. This thing is not difficult to line up and get your safeties, man, too deep, man. And like, okay, man, look for this. Run downhill. Okay, look, man, these guys are over aggressive because we got strong defensive tackles. We're gonna run blitz the Cowboys. We're gonna run blitz and we're gonna corner blitz the Cowboys and get pressure in Dak Prescott's face. And we're gonna run through this B and C gap and try to stop the run. That's what the Chargers did tonight. And listen, pressure burst pipes. And until the Cowboys come up with a strategy, and this, again, I'm laying this at Mike McCarthy's feet, you have to have something. Let me just explain this for the fans. You have to have blitz beaters. You have to have plays cooked into your playbook that are checks for your quarterback to make the defense pay when they blitz. And we haven't seen that happen thus far this year.
Yes.
We haven't seen blitz beaters. I have not seen a flare, a wheel, a quick 2. I have not seen a quick fade, things like that will make the defense pay when they blitz you and they get out of position. Because then you force that defense to show you respect and play even. And the Cowboys, and I'm going to lay this, a lot of Mike McCarthy's feet are either Dak Prescott just not checking the plays. Maybe it's his fault too. But we haven't done this, and this is something we have to do to be effective and to gain respect. And these are all areas that Mike McCarthy has to correct.
OC, when you got run blitz up the middle, OC, when you got run blitz up the middle, you know how you stop people run blitzing up the middle?
Green.
So if you toss that ball and get outside and come down, and they run through the middle, and you can just shield them off, and you get to the corner with a Tony Pollard, he gone.
Yeah, pin and pull, coach. Pin and pull, right? You can pin and pull it. Our coach, since you like to throw to your tight end so much, why don't you throw the tight end seam then, right behind that linebacker that's blitzing? Throw that seam route in. Throw that seam. He'll be right on the second. He'll be right on the second.
One time with Tony Pollard. Did that play one time with Tony Pollard, and we got about 9 yards. Tony Pollard, one of his best runs, when they pulled out my man Tyron Smith out there, because we caught them up inside and got outside. And this is what we've been saying for the last 2 years. We see it once, and we never see it again.
All right, and then Keystone said, he said, boss, Kellen McCarthy ran an empty set in his own territory. All right, and we also
then tell your quarterback, my bad play. When you walk off the sideline, I got you backed up against the goal line, and tell him, say, my bad. If what Dak would got a say, you know what they were saying?
Wait till we put that camera on you, coach. All right, but hey, y'all, we finna get into our final words real quick. Obviously, close this out with the OC. We are 4-2. That's a good thing. I want to just kind of go around. And
praise God.
Talk about the Cowboys in general.
Thank you, Lord.
Because I will say, I'm gonna start it off. We gonna finish it out with OC. We also played the refs tonight. We had some bull crap calls. So it was an ugly win, but it was a good win to go into the bye. We needed to be 4-2 right now. Let me tell y'all something. We need because
they'd have drug us tonight if we lost.
Man, they would have drug us.
They'd have drug us worse. They'd have drug us worse than they drug San Fran and Philly.
They didn't drag them at all. They would have drugged us though. If we would have just lost this game, it would have been nonstop for 2 weeks. Did y'all mess up by letting go of Kellen Moore? Y'all should have kept Kellen Moore. Mike McCarthy's not that guy. Dak can't carry a team. It would have been nonstop.
All of the above.
So now,
all of the above.
We gonna have 2 weeks of silence. Yeah, they gonna hate on this win. They gonna throw their little comments. They can't hate on Dak. They can't hate on Dak though at all. They can't hate on Dak because Dak balled. Like Dak clearly balled. So I feel good about this 4-2. We not even close to what we need to be Super Bowl ready. Politics is still an issue. We gotta all be active about calling it out. Don't be that person that say, well, boss, you know how it is, boss. When we pay them, boss, you know how it goes. Hey, this the Cowboys. Nah, we know how they work, but you still gotta speak against it. Yeah, we happy with the win. We happy with the dub, but this is not about just regular season wins. This is about preparing for the team that knocked us out last week. You can't play. We already learned that you can't play when you run up in San Fran because they gonna be throwing it to all their best guys. They not gonna be giving a third team receiver first team targets for contracts. They ain't gonna be doing that. They gonna be trying to get their first team guys paid. They gonna be trying to ramp up Debo and anybody else that they have right now. So this ain't the time to get quiet. This ain't the time to be like, we won. What y'all complaining about? No, it's about looking under the hood and being greedy for all the things that's gonna make us win.
And I agree with you, boss. And I know, I want Cowboy fans to understand this. I'm not talking, the day I was not in my comments earlier, that's not talking as a Cowboy fan. That's talking as a football guy.
Yeah.
When you can see problems that the Cowboy fan in me can't see.
Right.
I'm just hoping, and my prayers is that the coaches, when they go and evaluate this film, and they look at the first half of this season, first quarter of this season, and they look at it and they be true coaches to themselves and say, there's a lot of stuff that we have to clean up. There's a lot of people that we got to challenge to be what people are calling them superstars and starters in this league. And we're going to have to clean those things up. Dak is going to have to look at the point of, I got to make sure that I'm taking more control of where that ball goes at, because when I have the ball in my hand and I got to feed the guys who feed me. And the guys who feed me is the guys who catch it. That's who feed me. So I got to feed the guys who feed me. I can't feed the guy that ain't feeding me that's not getting catches, because that's hurting me. So that's how quarterbacks have to think. I'm going to give to the people who give it back to me. That's how they think. So he got to get into that mode. We got to get better as an offensive line. We got to get better as a linebacker core. We got to get more physical on our tackling. We got to get physical on our nature of how we play. And I just hope that we take this 4-2 and understand there is a long road to go, and we got a lot of work to do, but take this 2 weeks, get yourself healthy, get yourself energized, and let's come on the coaches try to take this team to the next level and not let them be complacent and to continue to try to keep pushing them forward. We're gonna come up with good ideas on Boss Cowboy Sports. As it's 2 weeks and talk, Boss gonna come up with ideas and people he talk to, and all our ideas is about to get to number 6.
Yep.
This is not about being negative.
Nope.
It's not about being too positive.
Nope.
It's about we know football, and eventually, if you got some hiccups, if you don't get them straight, they're going to expose you. And as I said, they're going to shine bright in the biggest games, and it's going to be so blinding that you ain't going to be able to see the freight train run over you. So I'm just telling you, that's how we got to do. Great game. I'm glad 4-2, so they don't have to talk. Let them talk about the other guys. But Dak Prescott, kudos to you for getting this victory for us. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, well done, Dak, for real.
First and foremost, Cowboys, I'm excited and I'm happy. We got the dub.
Yep.
As Big Game James said, we won the Kellen Moore Bowl, right? We don't have to hear for the next 2 weeks how Boy Wonder gave it to his former team. We don't have to hear that. So we put that to bed. We put to bed being able to score in the red zone. Even though we didn't see it as frequently as we wanted to, we saw it tonight. We saw your defense. We saw your defense not get gashed on the run or through the air. Really and truthfully, everything was kept in front of us. We didn't see a lot of blown assignments. We didn't see a lot of guys over pursuing. We didn't see a ton of hero ball tonight. Thirdly, actually, did anybody miss LVE tonight?
Wait. Hold on real quick. Wait.
Because, going back a couple years ago. Were guys in the right position?
Right.
Did you see any ass tapping tonight?
No.
I'm just asking. So guys were in their right position.
Yeah.
The play got called in, and it was communicated to the rest of your defense. So shout out to your defense for handling their business on that front. But I saw a lot of positives. I saw a lot of building blocks. Despite Mike McCarthy's offense still not quite exploding the way I want to, I'm appreciative to him tonight for acting like a married man, in your words, boss.
Yes, he acted like a married man.
He acted like a married man tonight. It wasn't a whole lot of goofy. We didn't see any wee-woo with no trick plays. Mostly everything that I saw was either lateral or downfield. We didn't see a lot behind us. Every time we get an injury, and I can say over the last couple of years, when it looks like it might be detrimental to our team, when one star seems to be falling, another one is rising. Shout out to Marquise Bell, man. I mean, the dude brought it tonight. To me, he's my defensive star of the game, without looking at the tape. Obviously, Dak has it on the offensive end, but boss, I'm about to go back right now. Right. And this is to your point, what you said for your final thoughts. 4 years and 2 days ago, I met you for the first time. And on the spot, you interviewed me. It was October 19th, 2019. And you interviewed me and we were talking about General Cowboys things. And this was long before I even thought about being a content creator, assisting you all on BossCowboySports. I was talking then about the politics of the Dallas Cowboys, and your eyes got big. Whoa, no. Elaborate on that. And I said, you have guys that play and outperform others, but for some reason, for some shape or form or another, they don't get the playing time that I feel that they deserve. That was 4 years and 2 days ago. And we still having that same issue. So to your point, to what you said on your final thoughts, when you showed Jerry and Steven, again, they're still the common denominators.
Yep.
So though we're not talking about Dak this week.
Nope.
We're not talking about the run game this week.
Nope.
We aren't talking about not being able to score this week. We Cowboys Nation need to be talking, banging the table,
politics,
getting on the bullhorn and saying, we need the stars that are shining to be on the field.
Yep.
Because guess what? That's how you strengthen your strengths.
Right.
Because if you aren't strengthening your strengths, then how are you taking advantage of your opponents? Cowboys Nation, I'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Enjoy this dub.
Before you go, OC, before you go, let me hit this super chat real quick. He said, great show, fellas.
One little question.
Give me 1 second, Coach. Let me finish this super chat. He said, great show, fellas. I think we need to spice up the run game. Kudos to Mike trying to stick with it, but we have to be more effective there. Also, let's hope Tolbert is in the lineup after the bye. Very, very good super chat. Very much aligned to
prayer
what we've been
hands.
thinking. Very much aligned to what we've been saying. And then we got
OC. I want you to check on this for me, OC. I know you got to do your final word. We better cut off. Yeah, I'd rather see Chuma at left tackle.
Ooh.
You want to see Chuma at left tackle?
I know we're gonna get some movement, and I know he's gonna try to finish some guys. And he's younger.
Well,
the younger guys finish guys.
Well, Coach. I would like to see Chuma on the field. Okay, I agree with you on that point, but I want to see Chuma at guard, where he was the most effective, and I want to see the perennial Pro right back out to left tackle. You got it, Amp. You got it. And so, at the end of the day, we're gonna have to stop massaging, an open wound. You got to put peroxide, Neosporin. You got to bandage the wound. You can't massage it. It's not going to heal it. You got to just put the appropriate medicine and the appropriate things on the wound. And at the end of the day, look, and man, this is going to sound so bad, but I'm just going to tell you the truth, all right? Because I'm going to be honest. Tyron Smith, man, is still pretty good, man, when he's healthy, okay? But in terms of future, the future of him playing left tackle is very limited. And so right now you're sacrificing the development of a guy that could be a Pro Bowl tackle, and you're making him play guard. He's doing a good job at guard, but it's dumb because when you play against power players, he can't hold up. Look, even right now, Terrence still can't hold up against a good power player. He's getting bull rushed and knocked off his feet because he doesn't have the base and the leg strength right now, and understandably so, because he tore his ACL less than a year ago. Now, I know everybody bragged about the miracle of him coming back and being willing to play, ready to play, and all that stuff. And that sounds all cute and dandy, right? Yeah, and it's a difference between saying your leg is healed and your body's strong enough to take what you used to take. And right now, Terrence still needs to be in that weight room, man. I need some deadlifts. I need some squats. I need you to take as much opportunity as you can in these 2 days or however many days you lift. And I need you to work on dramatically strengthening that lower half, bro, and that core. Same thing with Tyron Smith, because you got to be able to hold up against power, and he hasn't been able to hold up against power really well all year and have the push that he had before. And I'm giving him a year. Next year, he'll be back to himself. But I'm saying right now, we need to upgrade and we need the power and the strength on that line to be able to do what we need to do. Now, to my final word, I'll say this. Good work today by the Dallas Cowboys. Look, a win is a win is a win. This is the NFL, and it's hard to get wins in the NFL. So people and fans, they take it for granted, but football is a hard game. And so they got to win. They did what they had to do. But I'm going to leave you guys with this. The defense will keep us competitive and in games every single week. They will keep us, for the most part, they're going to keep us competitive and in games. Offensively, we have to be dynamic enough to be creative and score in the red zone. We have to also put the ball in number 4's hands and stop playing politics about his stats or acting like he's a rookie and he don't know how to complete passes down the field. We got to stop that nonsense because it's going to make us lose. And I'm going to say this. Mike McCarthy will be the reason we lose. Dak Prescott will be the reason we win. And Dak we trust. Put the ball in number 4's hands. Let him make plays for this team. All right, live or die by number 4. And we're going to end up being in pretty good shape. That's my final word. Don't forget, by the way, if you like content like this, like, share, follow. Leave your comments below. Let us know what you think about the show. Follow Boss Cowboy Sports on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can follow me, the OC100, on Twitter or now X. All right? So till next time, guys, we'll see you.
Boss Cowboy Sports.
Appreciate it, fellas.
Where your voice.
Good work.
No doubt.
Easy money. Let's go.
Look, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, just trying to get my day. We came from Section 8, and I knew I was at since the second.
What'd you say, Coach?
Go get your boy Lord Brunson on Twitter, man. Rip a hole into him, because we going to be off next week and they got Miami. Go ahead and rip a hole into him, because we forward to them.
I'm going to try to see if we can get Lord Brunson tomorrow.
Red lights will stop the action, grand to go, even when it's slow. Higher heights to balance out the lows. Can't ride the wave because you ain't got a boat.